Hello and welcome to Words of the Mothers. I'm Zena, mum blogger behind wordsofthemothers.com, and this is what's coming up on today's show. It is so good. I'll be catching up with CBeebies and BBC Earth Unplugged presenter Lizzie Daly. Later, Ruth Wiles of Clifton Wine School is on hand with gorgeous wine classics to keep replenished on our wine racks. But before that, let me introduce our mum mates for the week. We have mum mate number 1, Ali Lidbetter, give us a wave. And we have mum mate number 2, Tessa Lidstone, who is the owner of much acclaimed restaurant Boxy and also mother of 2. Welcome, Tessa. Give us a wave, give us a wave. We have questions in the potty relating to this week's theme, which is potty training. So, Tessa, shall we start with you?
Go on then.
Pull out a question, read it out aloud and give us your answer.
Make it a good one. So my question is, was there a point where you thought my kid's going to university in nappies? Well, so I had this big fear about potty training. I was thinking, I can't do it all in one go, so I just did it very gradually. So I bought a potty when our eldest was about 6 months old, and I was kind of like, this is what a potty is, this is what we do. And then every time I took her nappy off, I would see if she wanted to go to the toilet, not in a forceful way, but just kind of like, here we go. And then she really got it in her head, so it was a very gradual thing for us, but it was this real sense of achievement for her. So
you do. It's funny, isn't it? As like grown adults, you start celebrating poo.
Yes, totally. And clapping at a wee on a toilet. You're like, whee! You've done a wee on a toilet, amazing! And they're kind of like, yep, I have.
And if you're the one that if my other half's been doing the potty training with my 3-year-old, almost 3.5, and he'll ring me up. And I'll be at work going, no way. Oh, that's fantastic. Excuse me a minute, I've just got to take this.
A stand-up wee for a boy as well.
Yes.
That is celebration.
Yes.
That is.
So do you want to pick one?
Mine is, did you prefer staying at home to potty train, or were you a whopper potty out on the bus kind of mum?
I don't think you are a whopper potty out on the bus kind of mum.
No, I'd much rather have stayed at home when I did it. And if we were going out, invariably I'll put a nappy back on. I know it's bad, but it hasn't done them any harm because they're potty trained, but just for my own sanity.
You think other people's perception of it and rules say it's bad, but you did it. So it obviously worked.
Yeah, well, exactly. And, especially car journeys.
I think car journeys are the hardest. The rest of it, I would just kind of be like, right, we're on this path now, we just have to persevere. Because at that age, you don't really know how long you've got. So if they say, I need a wee, I think you mean you need a wee right this second.
They always leave it
it's genuinely
to the last
like
minute.
that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shall I pick a question? Chocolate buttons, reward charts, throw absolutely everything possible at it. What was your preferred style of potty training? Well, throw everything absolutely at it, I think. I think especially now with my 3.5-year-olds, I've probably spent I'm not going to work it out, but I've spent a small fortune on rewards and I've got to the point now where we have, and you don't want to jinx it, do you? But we have made a breakthrough. So I have said at the end of the week she can get a toy. I mean, we're desperate now because she starts nursery class in September and she needs to be fully trained. So we will
need to crack on.
Yeah, chocolate buttons. After a while, I think they just think, I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
I'm actually, I'm immune to it, so I eat them.
Well, that's kind of a reward in a way. If they do a wee, you eat the chocolate button.
If she does a wee, I'm having 27 chocolate buttons. What about you?
I think pants were our big winner.
Yeah.
It was this thing like, I want to be a big girl.
Yes.
And that really worked. And then I had, for nighttime, I was kind of like night pants, which were just normal pants, but often ones with stars on and things like that. So then I was like, oh, and at night you can wear night pants instead of nappies. And it was like, whoa, this goal of wearing pants. And
So are you potty training yet with your youngest?
She's done.
Oh, she's done.
Whoa,
so,
check
I'm
you out.
really happy for you both. Shall we have a toast?
Yes.
Okay, here's to chocolate buttons as a potty training reward for us. Cheers.
Cheers.
So our special guest chat today is lovely Lizzie Daly, CBeebies presenter and natural word presenter too. Welcome, Lizzie.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us today. So, Lizzie, how did you get into TV presenting?
It was kind of a long process through uni where I spent a lot of my time making my own videos, and you go outside and you want to see the wildlife, and then I kind of picked up a video camera, started making videos, putting them online, and eventually I was hounding an agent, and she took me on, and it was CBeebies Let's Go Club.
Yeah.
Picked up on one of my videos that was online, so 100% would say to anyone that's kind of trying to get into it, always go out and just make your own stuff.
Yeah.
Because they didn't actually see me through the website, they just found it online.
Oh, wow.
And and then I went for kind of like an interview, and I did a headstand in my interview.
You did a headstand?
As a super skill.
As you do.
As they asked me to do something that's specific and a skill, so I did a headstand, and somehow that got me a job. So there you go.
So not at all related to the interview, you just had to do a headstand?
They asked on the day, can you just show us a super skill? And I was like, I can do a really long headstand.
Were they all men?
They were.
Were you wearing a skirt?
Thank goodness, no I wasn't. It was a bit awkward though. I'd never met them, and it was a room that was like really small, but
Okay.
it got me a job, so
Yeah.
hey.
Hey, you got to pay the rent somehow.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you mentioned off camera as well that you're doing your masters as well on top of all this.
Yeah.
So but do they all kind of tie in?
Yeah, I guess it does. So my background is more the science side of it.
Yeah.
I've just fallen into the on-screen stuff by going out and making my own videos and just having a passion for that communication side.
Yeah.
But I'm doing ladybird larvae. It's very specific.
Very specific.
It's really, really interesting, but you get to really understand a species on a whole new level by doing a year.
I mean, that's real passion. You must love all aspects of it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Is there any kind of creature that you think, nah, I don't like them?
I don't think there is. Maybe you have to ask me if I'm like face to face with some huge, I don't know, arachnid or something. But right now, I'm yet to face one that I'm scared of.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh.
How about you?
Well, I was going to ask you about this, but I know you went to Northern Cyprus to look at snakes, didn't you?
Yeah.
My worst nightmare.
Oh really?
Oh my gosh.
What is it about snakes? You just
I don't like the fact that they look like they can just move so quickly.
yeah.
Like they could just bite you really quickly. I
Yeah.
just can't bear them.
It's that side to side movement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Throws a lot of people. I
Yeah.
think.
And I hate to sound like a customs official, but what made you make that trip?
So it was the blunt-nosed viper that's in these mountains in northern Cyprus, and I have never seen one in the wild or gone to kind of look at them closely in the wild. So I built a snake trap, not to kill it, but in the hope that it would go into this kind of contraption and bask in there because
Yeah.
it would be warm environment.
Yeah.
So I don't really know why I went that particular place.
Because
But
you went alone, didn't you?
yeah. It's just kind of I sometimes just go off on some wildlife trips.
That's
and
amazing.
It's good fun.
It's really, it's a thrill-seeking kind of person, an adventurous type of person that does this.
Yeah.
Is that how you describe yourself, do you think?
I'd say like to
Yeah.
push the boundaries a bit.
And would it always be involving wildlife, or are there other things you tend to do?
Yeah, so it's usually wildlife focused, but as a result, it usually involves getting in the water with salmon or jumping off somewhere to go to some secluded spot. So
It's fantastic.
yeah.
And so it's like when you do these trips by yourself, it's like a hobby for you as well as your job.
Absolutely, and I can't believe that this is a job when I do the work, because this is stuff that I've been doing for a very long time anyway and love doing. So it's
And were you like it as a kid? Were you just animal mad as a kid?
Do you know, I wasn't, my family weren't animal mad. So my mum isn't particularly keen on even having pets around the house. But
That's me.
yeah, so I've always like the outdoors and going outside. So yeah, for me, yes, but never my family, weirdly.
Yeah, that's just the way you were.
Yeah.
This because I've got 2 kids and my son is absolutely animal mad and I'm not keen on having pets or anything in the house.
You don't have any pets?
No,
then?
I mean
Okay.
I've got 2 kids.
Yeah, that's enough.
I'm sorry, no. But he's absolutely just besotted, and I said to him that I was meeting you and he was very excited.
Oh,
Because
really
you do also have ongoing research with elephants, African elephants, and reducing human to African elephant conflict.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So that sounds amazing. His question that he wanted me to ask you is, one, could you get him an elephant?
I can try.
And if not, can he have a picture of you with an elephant?
Oh, really?
It's a
Oh, that's
5-year-old
really
mind for you.
sweet, yeah. He'll see it and be, oh, no, never mind. Oh, no, I don't know about the, if I can get him an elephant. I mean, I'd like to have an elephant.
Yeah, and a baby one particularly.
Yeah.
Yes. Time for a quick break, but don't go away because there'll be more from Lizzie in part 2.